Hi, this is Morgan Rushlow here. Just talking about inquiry-based learning a little bit. Here is a little bit about its evolution, how it started and everything, and I guess a little bit of the process about it. But it might be a little difficult to see on the screen here, but I hope you can see it here. Anyway, moving on. Okay, we will start with the student's role and what do they do in inquiry-based learning. Okay, students build knowledge in what they already know. They propose and pursue their own questions. They are active, independent learners or investigators. And there's a saying that inquiry is something that students do. It is not something that is done to them. They devise their own way of reporting their findings to class members. They're explorers of new concepts. They ask and answer questions based on the teacher's lesson topic. They are partners with their teacher instead of just being lectured to. Moving on. The teacher's role. They are a mentor and guide, giving as little direction as possible. They encourage student thinking and questioning, allow students to have ownership over their learning. They provide a variety of levels in passive investigation. They show an active interest in students and promote an active quest for new information and ideas. They assign students to groups in which students will work best with other students. And there's a trusted partnership formed in this method between the students and teachers, where students can easily and freely communicate with teachers and other students. And this is why this method ties in with partnering. And they monitor and assess student work constantly. Moving on to the next thing. Research has found that student gains in factual learning are equivalent or superior to those of students in more traditional forms of classroom instruction. Students in this method scored significantly higher on a critical thinking test and demonstrated increased confidence in their learning. Students develop more flexible and useful mathematical knowledge. They performed equally well on standardized test scores of basic skills. And findings have found that it encourages more active engagement in learning because they are able to enjoy learning more. And research has also found that students are more willing to go above and beyond what is required to learn with the standard curriculum with this method, because it is things that matter to them and they want to know more about it. Next one. Okay, the steps. This is the process of it. Okay. Step 1. Students engage with scientific question, a scientific question, event, or phenomenon. This connects with what they already know, then creates dissonance with their own ideas, and motivates them to learn more. Students explore ideas through hands-on experiences, formulate and test hypotheses, solve problems, and create explanations for what they observe. Students then analyze and interpret data, synthesize their ideas, build models, and clarify concepts and explorations with teachers and other sources of scientific knowledge. Step 4. Students extend their understanding and abilities and apply what they have learned to new situations. Step 5 is students with their teachers review and assess what they have learned and how they have learned it. Okay. The next one, best practices. Okay. Projects in this method are realistic and not school-like. They are a significant time investment for planning, implementation, and evaluation, and there's room for team teaching. There are well-designed assignments are open-ended, global, and abstract in nature. They focus on key elements of the discipline. They help students remember enduring truths even after they have forgotten specific facts, and it recurs several times throughout the investigation. Have real-life applications. They guide the students to other important questions, problems, and issues. And how is it best to implement this? To have students work together in groups all the time and put each one in with those they can work best with. Give students tasks they can experiment and explore instead of just handing them material. Give clear assignment guidelines to students. Let them use any resources available to them, such as technology. Provide plenty of one-on-one instruction if a student does not understand a concept. Monitor student work as much as possible to prevent students from not participating. Notice any signs of problems and address it immediately. Collaborate with parents often and get them involved in their child's education as much as possible as they can. Avoid the use of objectives when making lesson plans. Instead, think of them as learning goals. Avoid simply lecturing students, but let them explore the ideas themselves and continue to ask questions about it. Encourage exploration of concepts outside the school so that they don't just learn during school, but after school as well. I think that's about it, except for how does it differ from traditional classroom settings? This method lets students ask questions and learn about things they want to know and care about, things that concern them. It lets them do more hands-on work and allows students more exploration of ideas outside the textbook. It allows more experience-driven work. It allows for more creativity. It allows for more fun in the classroom. The students explore things they couldn't before. Goes beyond the standard curriculum, so it does not just provide test readiness, but also more preparation for careers and more learning about things that matter to them. And that students feel they are more involved in their learning because they are not only asking the questions, but are working to find the answer due to the fact that they want to know. Students don't just listen to a lecture in class and regurgitate an answer the teacher asks them to. There are less behavioral issues due to teamwork, cooperation, and collaboration. It lets students help each other, struggling students out if needed. And I think that's about it. That concludes the presentation on inquiry-based learning. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.